Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode. We're doing new Ghostbusters 2 today. I'm playing the version... This is the... Let's see if I can get that on there. I have the game for the Famicom. I imported it a long time ago. It's one of my first... I think it's one of the first games I ever imported, actually. Because I always saw pictures of this, and it blew me away that we never got this Ghostbusters 2 game, which is made by HAL, the people that make Kirby. Pretty amazing that it never came out here in the States. It came out in Japan and Europe. So I found the Famicom version to be the easier one to get a hold of. So let's get started here. You can choose any of the two of the four Ghostbusters. You can also play as Lewis. I usually go with Egon and Ray. Let's get going, guys. So you play the main character, the first one you chose. You shoot the blaster to hold the ghost. And the cat just knocked my microphone out of the way. Get down. Oh. Get down. Down now. I'm going to start putting a timer at the beginning of every episode to see how fast it takes for this cat to jump up and annoy me. Okay. That one might be a record. That was really fast. Okay, so... First guy shoots the proton beam. Second player, which is controlled by the computer and just kind of tags along behind you, will shoot a trap out to catch the ghost. And you just have to clear each room of all the ghosts. And they'll let you know when the ghosts are all caught. Jogger ghost. And then you get an arrow telling you to go to the next room. Oh, jeez. Oh, he's gonna multiply in little... Jeez, these guys are hard. I should also mention, the game is really fun. It is hard. It's all one-hit kills. If something runs into you, you lose a life. So, you can get game overs pretty fast. I've never beaten this game before. But it's still really fun. Definitely, one of the best Ghostbuster games I've ever played. Especially from the 8 and 16-bit era. I mean, the new one that came out on PS3 and 360 is probably the best Ghostbusters experience you can ever hope for. But this was, you know... Am I going this way? Oh, I know. Slimer's gonna throw something at me, isn't he? No? Where am I going? I went in the wrong direction, didn't I? I was not looking at the arrows. To go up, maybe? Is there another room up there? There it is. Let's see. That was it. Chainsaw ghosts. Oh, jeez. So yeah, like I said, this would probably be the most accurate Ghostbuster game. You got zapping and trapping, the two things that you do as a Ghostbuster, and you really didn't get, like, it seems like that's the basics of Ghostbusting, but you never got that really in the other games. The Ghostbusters 2 we got in America was good. I mean, jeez. Should also mention, if you're zapping, you... Actually, you aren't standing still. I always tend to stand still, but I guess I should move. I always thought you couldn't move when you were zapping. Alright, this is where Slimer tries to throw things at you. Oh god. One thing that's hard about the movement in this is it's only in like 4 directions. You can't move in diagonal. You can only move up, down, left, right. It makes avoiding some of this stuff kind of difficult. Oh jeez. Yeah, so the American Ghostbusters 2 we got is okay, but you don't really... You use the slime blower and it's more of a shooter. You don't do any trapping, really. You can throw down traps for certain obstacles, but you're not trapping ghosts. This game I always felt like really captured the feeling. And visually I think it looks great. It's got this kind of Japanese, like, chibi kind of style that I think works really well. All the ghosts are really well detailed. Oh, we're on our way up through the courthouse to fight the Scolari brothers. So these guys you just gotta kind of wear down until, there we go, they turn red. Oh, you didn't. Sometimes the computer is not as big of a help as you'd want. Get over there this time. There we go. Music's really good. It totally sounds to me like something from Konami. Like, this sounds like Turtles 3. Oh no, this is interesting. So, now we're in the, train station area. And you can hear that the song they're playing is actually licensed music. There's a couple of licensed songs in this game, which really rare for an NES game. It has a couple songs from the soundtrack. This is Flip City. It has at least, I think, 4 songs licensed, which is pretty amazing. And they all sound really good. I think I just got an extra guy. So I'd say if there's one thing that this game suffers from, it's maybe repetition. I mean, you're just going through each room, clearing out all the ghosts, and that's all you do. But, I mean, it makes... Oh, there's some ghost somewhere. There he is. There we go. But the ghosts, I mean, they change as you play, so they certainly get harder. They'll throw things at you. They'll have different kind of projectiles or patterns. Slimer actually gets really hard later on because he'll throw household, like, pots and pans and things at you, and it becomes really difficult. He might actually just... Yeah, then he just goes away. The ones on the tracks, if you don't catch them, eventually they'll just leave. So yeah, never finish this game. Like I said, 1 hit kills, I think you have 2 continues, and then it's over. So it's a hard game. I also don't think there's many levels. It's a short game if you can get all the way through it. Oh, there's another guy somewhere. There he is. Oh, it's on the tracks. I should have been on the tracks. Alright, now are we good? No, he's still here. There we go. Oh, jeez, he appeared right out of nowhere. Oh, 1 continue down. Man. Alright, that wasn't really fair, I don't think. But this game's pretty ruthless. Oh, jeez. Like, start you right on the track with a train coming at you. Or a minecart, or whatever. This game's really begging for like a 2-player mode. You've got this computer that runs along behind you trapping things. It'd be really nice if you can just get a second controller and someone else could play along. That'd be really cool. I don't know why that never happened. I feel like this is something, like, some hacker should be able to add in like a second player option. That'd be really cool. So now we're in the train, the ghost train that hits Winston, or runs through Winston, really. It's full of disembodied heads, which were all on pikes scaring the Ghostbusters when they were down in the subway. That's kind of the boss challenge in this one, is just getting all the way... Oh, once again, it appeared out of nowhere. There we go. Gotta sometimes watch your step very carefully. Things just appear. Oh, it threw something. I did not expect that. Another guy down. That is a shame. And then you get Slimer, who is at the head of the train, and that's it. That's the end of the level. Now we're in, I think, Dana's apartment. This level is really long. It just goes on forever. You go after floor. I remember it just takes so long to get through everything. So we never got this game in America, but we did get sort of this game. There was a port of it on Game Boy, and that they brought over. But in my opinion, the Game Boy game is not nearly as good. The levels are smaller and cramped, but it does have the same kind of zapping and trapping mechanic. Ooh, okay, so those guys just throw a spear out, I think. So hit them and get out of the way. Can I get back there? I think I can. There's all this debris on the floor, and usually a lot of it like actually traps you. You can't get past all the stuff on the floor. It's been a while since I played the Game Boy game, but it's fun, and I'm glad we got something. But it wasn't as good as this game. I can't believe they never brought this over. As a Ghostbusters fan, I would have freaked out if I'd gotten this game as a kid. Ghostbusters is one of my... probably my #1 favorite movie of all time. Alright, this room has those ghost samurai. Gotta be careful. They run forward with a sword. So at the end of each floor, you gotta do like a boss, kind of a boss battle. It's just this guy here. You can actually, he doesn't attack on the side, he'll only attack in front of him. And each floor, the boss gets harder. Oh jeez. I can't trap him through the wall. Let's keep going. I'll have to go around and get him. Oh, whoa! Oh, man. That was hard. Come here. There you go. This song's weird, it's so frantic. Another boss. So this time I think there's 2 of them? Yeah, no, there's 2 of them. And it's hard to get around in front or around to the side of them because of the debris. Did it. Next floor. And I think we'll pause it here and pick it up next time. Thanks for watching, guys.